Okay, finally we can start with detailing the body, and I know I said it several times throughout this course, but this time I'm serious. When making the leg connection, I made this detail, and I would like to add something similar here for the neck connection. So therefore let's widen this fillet, this one. In face mode, select both parts since they are divided, since we have this ugly edge going on. And you can adjust the fillet by dragging this handle. And I would like to have a slightly bigger fillet going on so that we can extract these faces and create such a paneling, or I don't know how you can call this, thickened part. Maybe you don't have this problem, or it's not even a problem, but when we widen the fillet, the bottom edge of this neck sticks out in my case, but that's okay. I have enough room here. I can just take this part and push it further in. Now I extract these two faces, Shift D, and now I thicken this extracted part. 0.01 is totally fine. Last step is filleting this so we have a cool round transition. And if we hide the edges, we have a similar thing as here. Okay, next step is creating the belt. And I will do it on a copy of this body. And make sure that you have a round number, 4 meters. So now here's a lot of stuff going on. And if you just press Alt-T for untrim, it gives you an error. That's why we will just extract one sheet. So let's take this one, Alt-J, unjoin it. In solid mode, hide it, delete the rest, unhide the sheet, and unjoin this one. Now we have a clean sphere. Let's first create the belt itself, and then we will make the connection here. I don't know what it is called. No, this part in the middle. So therefore I will make another copy. And here let's make 2 meters and create a line along the x-axis. And I don't create the line by just looking at this sphere, because I want to avoid intersections with this part. I want to see the exact height of this line on the actual robot. So that looks okay. Duplicate it so we have a thickness going on. X-ray gives you an idea of the exact positioning of the belt. Something like this, that's okay. I don't want it exactly at the middle. Should be slightly lower. Again, check that there aren't any intersections with this transition. Now we can use these lines for cutting this sphere. So C, select the first line, Shift select the second one, press OK, delete these outer parts. You can even delete the lines and thicken this guy. 0.01 will do the job. And of course, let's fillet these edges, fillet all edges. So let's select also the inner ones. BD. And if it is hard to drag, just make a tiny fillet and type it in manually. That's more comfortably than just dragging around and more exact. Let's try. Yeah, that looks okay. I want a round fillet. Press OK. Look from the front view. And one more detail here. Select this face. Run the isoparam command. Put it in the middle. Then select this newly created isoparam curve. Shift D and pipe it. Can be a little bit thinner. You can give whatever thickness you like. But I would like to have a thinner line going on here, thinner pipe. And here are the two parts. And don't worry about this mess here in the outliner. We will do the housekeeping later. It will be the last step before exporting this part to Blender. These parts, the whole robot. Now we can bring this one, the newly created belt, back to here. And it was exactly 2 meters. So type in -2 meters. We can delete this pipe, the line or the curve. And if we hide the edges, we have this detailing. That looks okay. We can even make a copy and see how they look on the actual robot. It was -4 meters. Okay, I like the height. And even this tiny little line, this detail, gives the impression of some kind of clothing now. This guy isn't naked any longer. Okay, one side note, technically speaking, we don't have a sheet in our scene. But nevertheless, here it says sheet because plasticity treats this untrimmed sphere as a sheet. That's why this sheet is shown here, although it is a watertight solid, but that's just a side note. Okay, now let's start with the middle part of the belt, and I looked it up. It's called belt buckle. So let's make this belt buckle. And I decided to place the logo, which is the name of our robot, on the middle of the belt buckle, so on the belt buckle basically.